And this is the one room in which nothing has changed at all. And with that we get the wave beam. And just like in the original, they don't let you stack them. Well done, redesign. You really knew what to do there. And I've blocked myself off. Let's just do that again. Oh, we've got a couple of viewers. Hi there. Right, can't build up enough speed, so we just have to go this way anyway. Oh, looks like they removed that. This is still a dead end as always. So now that we've gotten the wave beam, not really sure what else we can do around here. Might as well just head to the next area where speed boost blocks are and start breaking them and seeing what's behind them. So the hidden system isn't too bad in that regard, but you just feel a bit eh. It looks like Charge Beam can do some stuff. I'm not sure if I have enough of a run-up to try that again. Getting this right, however, is still a pain. And I almost fell into lava. Okay, switch back to Ice Beam. Or something. Something that will make it happen. Not quite the way I was meant to work, but it'll do. Hello there. We are playing some Redesign Axeil. I played it last night. When I say last night, I mean about 12 hours ago. At least that was when it ended. In any case, it's a bit of a pain, but I've been meaning to try completing it, so one day it was bound to happen, wasn't it? Interesting that it tries keeping it down. I don't need that kind of boost in my life. Redesign Axeil Edition is just a reconsideration of the original Super Metroid Redesign, so it's a bit of a redesign, and when you think about it being a redesign of a redesign of a redesign, and I've gone one layer too deep. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be, so I'll just pick Brinstar. But yeah, it's a fan-made thing. And there's items to be found everywhere, so I guess we're gonna go take a look around. It's notorious for being huge. So I should probably just stick on wave. Can't enable any of the other beams at this point in time. Right away we get a single wall jump point. I'm not sure how useful that's supposed to be, but this just leads back to a common area. And it looks like there's an item back here that I completely missed. It's probably just a regular old missile pack. And I wasn't wrong, just a couple of missiles here. So I need to head up, basically. Might as well go this way then. Our beam is ever so slightly more powerful and it's also a bit more versatile, but you know, it's not the greatest. Also, I should really pick up the other item that I missed entirely. If it weren't for the shortcut lifts, I probably would have gone on my way. Now, this room contains a bunch of power bomb blocks, so I can speed boost. Either so I can speed boost or just run through this room without having to worry about it. But it looks like it has some sort of utilitarian purpose. Investigate that in a moment. Whoops. I wasted one more super missile than was necessary. And of course, unlike AM2R, when you get a pickup, you will not, you know, restock everything all at once. It seems to be a one-way passage to somewhere. Ori. I don't think I've played Ori. No, certainly not. We'll just... Oh. X-ray scope. I suppose it could be useful in this. Could be. Let's just investigate. What's the button for it? Are you kidding me? X-ray scope, that doesn't work. Either that or I'm missing something entirely. I'm going to check that out, because if I can't get this thing to work, then we have a problem. It would be drewsurf.metroidconstruction.com. Axeil. I'm just googling it now because for some reason the subdomain that I attempted to use did not work. I probably misspelled something along the way. I'm just gonna download the zip and check out the contents because I have no idea whether I can actually use the X-ray scope. Open up README. X-ray? X-ray? Ray? Instead of holding the run button, you now have to hold the shoot button. Okay, sometimes it works, sometimes it does not. Also, there's nothing to be found in this room, so that's really useful. But I do think I will need to get out of this area since I entered via crumble. Okay, I appear to have dropped back down, and it's kinda roughly where I need to be, so no complaints there. Oops, that was power bombs, not speed boost. There we go. There's still a quirk about the jumping when you're crouching, that you just jump higher when you do it from a crouching position, which is useful. It means I can get up here, which is near a guardian, actually. I'm not sure if I have the firepower to get through there, honestly. What else is around? Well, this links up to another area, which I cannot get into. I should be able to use the X-ray scope. You in fact cannot go through that way. Either that or it's enemy broken, or an event, or something. On the topic of ESA though, I really should finish my video thing. One of the number of many projects that I've never completed, which is not honestly a good track record. Getting there, getting there. It's another missile tank. I probably could have gotten this earlier, but you know, laziness. Yeah, I've heard there's a second game in the works right now regarding Environmental Station Alpha, which is going to be interesting given that, you know, the whole premise of the fact was that that was the title of the station, I think. So maybe ESA 2 is just a working title or something. Well, at least that's how I imagine it to be. I feel that, given that how long I've left the ESA video series, I think that I might be just too burnt out to keep going for that, I feel. There's a lot of nonsense to get all the other endings, because, you know, the last video I did was about the first ending. It's like, all the rest of it kinda gets a bit iffy. At least it gets a bit dense. So we've returned to this room, and apparently my ping for the stream is 253 milliseconds. Whatever. Australia to US servers. You're gonna always get that kind of feeling. And I pulled it off. And we get high jump boots, which means we can jump all over the place. I'm not sure how they'll string along the sequel as far as story goes. It's like, what will they do? I mean, given the rather dark ending that the first one had. I'm still getting used to the fact that you have to shoot to use the X-ray visor. So now I have high jump. I can go places, I suppose. So through here. Alright, this gate. I think I can unlock it from below. That's right, I had a thing over there. I couldn't get through there because, you know, lack of ammunition. I didn't feel like spending so much of it. Oh, nearly missed that thing up. I suppose what you meant by blue cards are the diskettes, which are a bit of a have a bit of a design consideration, like floppy disks. And they contain various bits of concept art, but one of them's useful in the post-game. I say post-game, but really it's a continuation. And you end up deciphering the ciphered language. Although that's kind of on you to figure out. And to be honest, it's like, I hate to spoil the magic, so I'm not going to about how I translated it. It's like, should I spoil it? Maybe. No. Not gonna. Honestly, at this point, it's like, if you want to look up how it works, well, you're not going to, because there's only a Steam guide that tells you what the cipher is, like an A to Z, which isn't really all that useful, so. I'll just take the save here, since we've made a bit of progress since then. So, where did I put that gate? Ah, and that leads us back to north there. So put that on hold while I go check out the rest of Brinstar. Not sure why I didn't go through this door. Maybe I missed it. Now this looks interesting. It's like you'd speed boost up through it. Except it looks like you have to jump to this platform as well, so... I don't think there's an easy way of doing that, so it's probably a reserve tank. Yeah, the super tough area means that you kinda have to do an extra boss, basically, before you can do any of the post-game stuff. And the first time I played through, that update had not come out yet, so it kinda threw me off, and it got really hard because I hadn't played it in a while. And when you stack them up all together, they just topple like dominoes, basically, and hence why I haven't really gone through. It's like they basically cripple you with all the stuff that you have because it was too easy, basically. Oh, looks like I found my speed boost point. Let's try and attempt it and see what happens. I am not sure if that's possible unless I do something really mad. Let's try killing that Ripper. So, I guess the plan would be to go up here, use the slope to charge an additional one. Ooh, that's very tight timing, but I think it's doable. Doable if I could get the directions right. There we go. Up. And through. I'm surprised I pulled that off at all. But I guess with the assistance that I got, I suppose it wouldn't be too much of a surprise that he just gave me enough to make it work. So there's bugs that I can tank up on, and this energy tank back here, so more energy is never painful. And we found a way to another shortcut elevator, so I'm gonna check that out. What is stopping you this time? Just more power bombs. And there's another room over here, and it links up to another section of Brinstar that I've been to, so I guess I don't need to do anything convoluted if I want to get around here. Okay, power bomb area over there, speed boost section nearby as well. I suppose if I needed to, I could use that, but I don't think I have a use for you yet. I've completely forgotten where Spazer or wide beam is, so whatever. Okay. This looks like it's intended to be approached from the other side, but it might be possible if I go down here. Barring giant side hotbar, which might be over here? Yes, it is. And it's charging at me. Let's just leave right now. Yes, this terrain seems a bit too rough to approach it, that speed boost area. So let's just go back up and use the power bomb blocks to break through. I say use the power bomb blocks, I say get rid of them rather. That's the more correct way of talking about them anyway. I'm also running out of power bombs again. They really like to put you short on ammunition when you need it. And I am starting to boil again, because this computer is putting out a lot of heat right now. And you may not notice, but being in the southern atmosphere, it makes us go into a summer sort of state rather than a state of winter like in the northern hemisphere, so yeah. And that's just another way to vary a suit, which we already have, so no worries there. Give me items, please. Interesting. Okay. Interesting bit of grapple tech right there. I assume that's because the enemy actually links up there. You're not supposed to do that with the grapple. In fact, the spawn point seems to be doing it on its own. In fact, everything seems to be doing it. What's going on? Okay, now I can't reproduce it, except if I touch that. Interesting. I probably broke something there, but try not to look at it too much. Okay, there's something up above Variosuit, but we can go there in a moment. I was hoping for that to be a little more dramatic, but... oh well. Ooh, it looks like we can grab more items here before heading to Meridia. But we'll check out the power bomb passage first. Using the final power bomb that we have in our inventory at the moment. Okay, we're locked in here. There's a thing down here. It drops us down. Great job. Thank goodness I now know there's a secret passage. Now to figure out what's in the rest of the room by going through it again. So let's not fall over. Ooh, that's right. High jump gives you springboard. And I think there's something hidden here. Or not. That was a bit of a bummer. So that's all there was to find here. And I can't go back the way I came unless I loop back round. And yeah, the music is quite good. You might question, you know, I think Brinstar's green theme probably doesn't suit the atmosphere, but only, you know, in the upbeat mood kind of thing. It's like, does it fit a jungle? But, you know, the music's all good. It's just the mood I'm not sure is being set properly or not. Also, we can just tank a whole bunch of damage to get to this super missile tank. Luckily, we have all this energy, otherwise we'd be in trouble. Also, there's a lot of pumpkins about. Or needlies. Can't get up there at the moment, so I guess we're not going up there. Ouch. I did not mean to do that. So let's just try that again. Reset the room, do it again. Somewhere else I could go though. That's right, that area in near the Varia suit. I completely forgot about that. Well, it's time to go back the other way then. Just head over this way, and back into Red Brinstar. It doesn't matter which way we particularly pick, but killing the enemies. This is a pretty useful shortcut, aside from the fact that I inadvertently used it. Now, if you were doing the traditional redesign run, this would be the point where you'd get Ice Beam and you'd get Varia Suit by you doing this weird puzzle. So you line it up, jump up there, get into Morph Ball form, using a rather finicky mid-air morph to make it up here. Nope. I forget how slippery these surfaces can feel, rather due to the fact that Samus just launches forward. Now that we've done that though, we can just open up this gate so we don't have to do that again. And over here, we come to the room that kind of resembles super regular Metroid's way to Variosuit. And you climb up these things. I say climb up, making sure not to die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big ass doors. Ah, a guardian. Yes. Unlike the original Super Metroid, if you've not seen it before, you need to disable a bunch of guardians compared to the original where you just had 4 statues, you beat 4 major bosses, that was it. In this though, you have to disable what, 14 guardians or something? I don't know, but there's a lot of them. Anyway, I feel like the next thing that I should probably do is head out to Criteria to try and make our way to Meridia. But before I do that, just swap back to Wave again. Luckily, since we have high jump, we can do things like that, I guess. Oh, that's right, I'm out of power bombs, so no wonder it is that I am getting caught up on this thing. So we need to go back to Ice Beam again. And hit it. That way we can actually get up here. And this is a passageway, which should shortcut us up to Criteria, I think.